I am Jesse Lee Peterson, uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding a man. If you don't do that, goodbye, America. It is over. Adios. Taking your phone calls at 888-773-773, 888-777 Jesse. Go to facebook.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. I appreciate it. Thanks for being a friend. It is Wednesday, Manhood Hour. Yes.
This is a man's world.
That's right.
This is a man's world.
Dealing with men, folks, you got to rebuild the family by rebuilding the man. I have with me a few minutes here Adam Carolla. He's a radio and TV host, comedian, and now a best-selling author of the book, In 50 Years, We Will All Be Chicks. That's amazing. In 50 years, we will all be chicks. And Adam is also the host of the radio show Loveline, and he's been doing that for the last 10 years. He also hosts a Man Show TV program for 5 years. He is currently hosting the Adam Carolla radio show, and I think I just lost. Something happened. I tried to get him, and I lost him on here. Kelly, get him back on the line. I think something happened here. All right. While we get at Adam, folks, we got to rebuild the family by rebuilding the men. If you don't do that, goodbye. It's over. There's a spiritual order to life, and men have been given the responsibility by God, to represent him on earth, to protect their women and children spiritually and financially so that when they go out into the world, people like Barack Obama and Michelle Obama can't overtake them. The public school system. We got to bring back that order. And men have been taught now to be weak and emotional and doubtful and hateful and pathetic. It's not natural to be that way. We got, while she's trying to get, we have some problem here right now. My guest on the line, let me go to Kevin out of Tampa, Florida. Kevin, good morning. Yeah. Welcome to the show, sir.
Yeah, I heard you was talking about Haiti, right?
Yeah, isn't it disgusting to see what the blacks are doing to Haiti over there?
Well, it's kind of disgusting. You know, the United States had $1.some billion left to give them aid, which is really nothing. You really look at how much money this country has. And it took one senator, Coburn, who blocked it up.
Why give them money, man, and they're not using it for the good? That's crazy. It's like giving money to the inner cities, and the inner cities are getting worse rather than getting better.
Well, my question is, it's a good idea due to one reason. There's a country in your hemisphere that could be easily influenced by outside forces who could fund their money, who could end up being your worst nightmare later on.
Well, Kevin, they don't need money. They need character. They need to get up and take care of themselves, and then things will get better.
Well, sometimes money helps.
No, it's not helping them, though. Look at Detroit. It's the same condition. Kevin, call me back. I got to get to my guest. He's only with me for a short time. Call me back at the bottom of the hour, okay?
Yep.
We'll pick up on this at the bottom of the hour. Adam, you there?
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Thank you for coming on.
My pleasure.
Adam, in 50 years, we'll all be chicks. I want to first ask you, what is a real man?
Wow. Well, you should know how to turn a wrench. You should know how to turn on a right cross and turn out a hoe. I don't know. I was trying to think of the three turns. I think it's just a guy the way guys used to be. I mean, if your car breaks down, you should be able to, pop the hood and stick your head under there and jiggle something around and at least pretend that you know something. I'll tell you, it dawned on me, the great Dr. Drew. Him and I worked together for many years. And one day he was late for work when we were doing a radio show. And I said, what was the holdup? And he said, he got a flat tire. And I said, where were you when you got the flat tire? And he said, I was at home. And I said, really at home? And he said, yeah. And then I said, how long did it take you to change it? And he said, I didn't change it. I called AAA. And I said, wait a minute. You called AAA to come to your home? And he said, yeah, to change the tire. I said, you're supposed to call AAA when you break down in a bad neighborhood, not when you're... Where was your car? He said, in the garage. I said, your car was in the garage, and you called AAA to come to your house and change the tire? And he's like, yeah. And that's when I realized we completely lost it.
Well, Adam, I have to admit, I'm guilty of that as well.
Have you called AAA to come to your house?
I have.
Oh, my God.
As a matter of fact, man, I had a Jeep before I got the car that I have now. And you know how when you buy these cars, they have the jack and all that stuff that come with it in case you have. When I sold the Jeep, all that stuff was still new.
It never left its place.
No.
It still had that new jack smell.
That's
I know
right.
That sounded homoerotic, but you know what I'm saying.
Because I called AAA.
Wow.
I had an accidental.
Well, you're part of the problem. I'm part of the solution, Jesse.
So let me ask, are you a real man?
I would consider myself one, yes. But not because, not because I drink whiskey and backhand women and, walk around like a Neanderthal. I just happen to be into building and cars and that kind of stuff. I just happen to enjoy that. I get a certain satisfaction out of changing a flat tire. I guess that's kind of what it is in a sense, which is it sounds like work, and most people try to avoid work these days.
Yeah.
But there's a strange satisfaction that comes with sort of rolling up your sleeves and completing a task. Like a good day, on a hot day when you strap on some tool bags and you put a deck on your house, or you just, put a coat of carnauba wax on your car or something. When you're done, it feels like something versus, you can do all you want sitting at the computer, but it doesn't feel like you got anything done at the end of the day, even if you made some money. Man,
that is so true. While growing up, I changed my own flat tire. I waxed my own car, and I did things like that. And it did. It feels like life. It feels natural to be doing those things.
It's weird. I just had this thought, but I just leased a car for the last 4 years, and I turned it in, and someone said, "Are you going to lease another car?" And I said, "No. You know why? I'm gonna buy another car. I'll buy a car that's a couple of years old." But I said, I'd like to buy a car. And I said, well, why not just lease the car? And I said, because when you lease the car, you don't care. Like, you don't change the oil. You don't care about putting wax on. I said, I want a car that on a Sunday I can go out and put some wax on, or rotate the tires myself, or change the oil. Just do something that feels good. Like, it feels good to get a little dirt under your fingernails. And we look at that as beneath us now, or somehow, connected with poverty, or somehow, that's the work of the brown man. The Latin guy's got to do that. I'm not doing. It feels good to mow your own lawn every once in a while.
No, whenever I think of mowing my lawn, I call the Hispanics.
Sure. and not on the phone, just literally yell out the window, "Hey, Mexican." And somebody will show up with a mower.
That is true. What's the difference between men and women?
Well, besides the obvious bits and pieces.
Right.
Well, the problem is I don't think there's nearly as much difference as there was. Guys, back in the 50s, there was a pretty big difference between men and women. And now, women are taking mixed martial arts classes, and they got the rock hard abs, and they're getting the tattoos, and guys are shaving their chests and going into tanning bays and getting all kinds of piercings and getting their eyebrows waxed up and whatnot. So that's the whole point. There's not,
that's sad, man.
Well, you think about the activities that were look, I'm not even that old, and I remember back in the day, if a dude had an earring, he was a gay guy.
Yes. I tell the guys that now. I said, why are you wearing the earring? Don't you know that gay people wear earrings?
It used to be, it depended on what ear you had it in. It was a great, I always remember that. Be like, wait a minute. Let's see, right ear is gay, left ear is straight, or do I got that? Yeah, wait a minute. Elton John, where does he wear his earring? Always trying to do you had to do an earring math. Now you see dudes walking around with 2 earrings.
I know it. They're becoming women. Let me take a quick break. 888-775-3773. Back to Adam right after this.